What's up, guys? Look at this picture of Jay-Z and Beyonce, and in front of them you can see Coca-Cola, Fanta. Yes, they were in Nigeria. This is not a meme. This is an actual picture. Yes, Jay-Z in 2006 visited Nigeria. He was invited by a fan. No, I'm actually talking about the governor of Kwara State. He's a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce, and he invited Jay-Z to come commission a street named after him in Ilorin, and was turbaned as the Seriki Waka of Ilorin by the Emir of Ilorin. Yes, that actually happened. All the pictures you see here, yes, it's real. Jay-Z was actually in Nigeria, and the name of the road you can see here is Sean Jay-Z Carter Road. Yes, that's it, guys. The next one right here is about Ekweremadu. This is a very sad news. I would say, the family of Ekweremadu would find this very, very sad. So they've been sentenced finally. So Ekweremadu, the UK court sentenced him to almost 10 years in prison. His wife also got 4 years jail term, 4 years, 6 months jail term. The doctor as well had a fair share of that. Oh my God, I feel so sorry for this man. The report had said the Central Criminal Court, Old Bali, UK, has sentenced former Deputy President of the Senate, Ekweremadu, to 9 years and 8 months in prison for organ trafficking. The court also sentenced his wife, Beatrice, to 4 years and 6 months jail term. Their doctor, Obina Obeta, was found guilty of conspiring with them, was also sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Can imagine, this is a former senator. This is a big man in Nigeria. Even though the government of Nigeria sent a letter asking to consider Ekweremadu, since he's a statesman well known in Nigeria. I really don't even know what to say about this, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section below.
And 7 a.m. I specify that the credit period for the purposes of Section 240A of the Criminal Justice Act 2003 is 117 days. So that period shall count towards your sentence. Subject to that, and subject to allowing for the time you have spent remanded in custody, you will serve 1/2 of your sentence in custody. Will then be on licence thereafter for the rest of the sentence. The applicable starting points are custodial sentences of 10 years in the case of Obina Obeta, 10 years and 6 months in the case of Ekweremadu, and 6 years in the case of Beatrice Ekweremadu. Obina Obeta, stand up please. There are aggravating features in your case. You deliberately targeted a victim who was particularly vulnerable due to his young age, his isolation from his immediate family, and his poverty. After the conspiracy to exploit C was thwarted, you continued to try and find another person to be exploited in the same way. As against that, you have no previous convictions, and you were a person of good character.
Let us move straight to the next one. Here we have news about Airpeace. I don't know why this one is not trending though. This man was interviewed recently. I would say he probably was the one who called the attention of Arise News that, look, I need to let Nigerians know this. I don't like what NLC and TUC are doing. Their action have cost us over 700 million naira. He called their action insensitive. He said, you don't have the right to go to the airport and say the aircraft or the airplanes must not work just because you're protesting. It was like he doesn't think that makes sense, and that's so insensitive, considering the fact that Airpeace is busy helping Nigerians in Sudan. At that moment, that was the time NLC TUC decided to protest and stop flights from entering Imo State. Although some people were like, I mean, you already know Nigeria now. Nigeria is not a country where you put, your whatever you have on the line just because you want to help them. But whatever he did, I think he just do it because that is who he is. That's what I think. If something is your personality, there's no way, you can run away from it. Although some people have argued that whatever this man is doing as well, I mean, is for looking for favors from the government, blah, 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 and all that.
You can imagine how I felt this afternoon while I was out there in the war front trying to rescue Nigerians. The Nigerian Labour Congress and TUC went disrupting every AP's flight across the country today. We are losing over 700 million naira as a result of that. For somebody who has contributed so much to the nation, all we got paid for on a day like this, so insensitive of the LLC and the TUC, so insensitive of them, they chose today to disrupt our operations. Why? For something that does not even concern APs. That Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State disrupted their Mayday activities. Therefore, no flight should go to Imo. And APs, they wrote us yesterday that we should not go to Imo. We have a contract with the passengers. Not NLC or TUC has no right whatsoever to instruct an airline not to obey the contractual relationship or obligations they have to their passengers. They don't have that right. It is a shame to this nation that the security agencies we are watching while an airline that is out there doing all it can for the nation was being barged upon with some people wounded, making sure our operations were destabilized, posting delays, massive delays and massive cancellations. Who is going to bear the brunt? And while the security agencies sat and watched, yet this same airline is out there in Egypt risking the lives of their crew and expending hundreds of millions of naira on behalf of this country. They chose such a day. Something should happen because we are not going to let this go down. We must recover all we lost today. We must recover it. If something is not done, then this country is a joke. For what happened today, the airport vicinity is supposed to be sacrosanct. It's supposed to be a sacred place all over the world. You do not even shout in airports all over the world, they pick you up. Not to talk of a situation where people go into the tarmac, go into the apron to destabilize an airline. What if somebody throws a spanner into one of those engines? That is an air crash waiting to happen. And we continuously allow things like this to happen in this country in the name of unionism.
Moving on to the next one, we've got a pastor here. Actually, it's few days to May 29th. The inauguration. The president-elect is supposed to be sworn in on that day, so that will be the end of Buhari's term. So this man said that if Buhari tried to run for second term, that he's going to die, and Buhari is still alive. Guys, I don't know, but let us watch this video and let me know what you think.
One Buhari that is going beyond his boundary, that the law said his tenure is once, not twice. If not, he will not see the election. No. Tell him, if you know him and you know how to email the presidency of Nigeria, please write him a text. If he made a mistake to campaign for election before they vote, he will die. And I'm saying the truth.
Okay, guys, moving on to the next news. Here we have this guy, Nicholas Jack Davis, the guy that, duped Empress Njama and other ladies. So this guy, I watched his recent video. You can see this guy. It doesn't even show remorse at all. You can see the way he's acting. Even you've been caught, they put you on handcuffs, you still they misbehave. You can imagine.
Alleged suspect Nicholas Jack Davis, George B. Wade, alias Nicholas Jack Davis, he has been booked. We want to ask you to follow us, share this page. This is the official LMP page. Why does he want to fight? Why is he fighting? Why is he fighting? Thank you for joining us again. Those of you who are following us, this is alleged suspect George B. Wade, who has alleged suspect George B. Wade. Today he's being proceeded to court for prosecution on alleged charges that he had committed on too many women and other victims. Today he is being seen marched to court. Okay. He's been seen marched to court with multiple charges. He's been seen marched to court with multiple charges. This is alleged suspect. Alleged suspect is being marched to court. Why is he smiling? He's been marched to court. He has been marched to court for numerous charges ranging from rape, armed robbery,
alleged rapist and scammer, has been charged to court for his crimes. You can see this guy. I'm sure it will hit him once he entered jail or once they sentence him. Moving on to the next news. I mean, we've been talking about this next one for a long time. A lot of people want to know, was Dangote's father, is he from a rich home, Dangote himself? How did he accrue this much wealth? And we know the story about Dantata and all that. In an interview, he said that he no inherit anything from his family. So I'm just thinking, personally, I think he inherited something. I mean, being born in a rich family alone gives you that. The political connections, you inherited business connections, you inherited a lot of things. I remember there was this story about Dantata giving him 500,000 naira then. So you just having all these things at your disposal alone is enough to make you rich if you have the brain. But at the same time, I think it's also important we give Dangote his flowers. This man is brilliant. This man take advantage. I mean, there are people, we know people who are from rich home who never took advantage of that.
Came from a wealthy family. My late great grandfather in the 1940s was actually the richest, West African. My late grandfather was one of the wealthiest Nigerian, the family name is Dantata. That's from my maternal side. My father too, was fairly rich, but he was both, in business and also in politics. But David, one thing that I'm very, very proud of is that I did not inherit any money from my father. I built everything from scratch to where I am. Well, he left in the will, but, whatever that I inherited from him, which means in assets, I gave that one to charity since then.
Don't forget that this is not an excuse for you not to make money to be rich. And, there was somebody before Dangote. So make say you can also be that. All right, guys, let us move straight to the next one. Here we have Cora and Jemina. A lot of people are talking about this video. I don't know, maybe they pranked the husband or the husband is aware that's Jemina's husband. So you can see Cora walked inside Jemina's bedroom and started, dancing in front of the husband while the husband is in bed, and, Jemina jumping. And a lot of people have described this as nonsense. Said doesn't make sense. But what do you think?
He was so nice. It was so chill. He was so sweet. What? I am here. If you think I'm not here, I am here. I am here. Nobody can take my husband away from me.
Let us move straight to the next one. This one is another crazy thing. A lot of people are talking about this Bobrisky and this guy. I think I just saw this on my page yesterday. I was like, what is really going on here? But obviously, you can see that they are trying to advertise something, and a lot of people actually went to find out who the guy is. They found him, but I understand Bobrisky is a controversial guy, but let's not forget that this guy is also, a businessman. He also probably get paid for this. I'm sure if I feel like I wouldn't say I'm sure. I feel like if he wasn't paid, he wouldn't have done this or allowed, this video to be posted on social media. So let us also see it from that angle that this is business, for these people as well. Although there were some people that want Bobrisky to be arrested.
I beg, our government in Nigeria, I beg, they look our influencer too now. Commissioner of Police, you dey online. The things wey Bobrisky they do, good, man to man. You go post am.
They said that if you're caught in the act, Nigeria's law is against the act, okay? Not cross-dressers, not people who dress like girls, not... He said the act. That means you have to catch them. You need to have like a tenable explanation. You need to have like a better explanation and evidence or proof that this guy is actually gay. That is the only reason that can make the court sentence this person to 14 years in prison. Without that, yeah. But let's also be real here. I mean, I've seen a lot of lesbians that lives in Nigeria that kissed and say then this one they talk they said that they are lesbians, and we've seen guys too confidently come out to say they are gays. In fact, some of them even but they said the act. So these people can also say, they can also come out to deny it, like, no, I just kissed her, or I just kissed him. So it's not like it's just for the fun. They can always find something to say though. Moving on to the next one. Here is a video of a lady who sent $300 to her ex who is in jail. Some ladies take advantage of cool guys, and this is crazy. Like, that is why a lot of men that you see out there were the nicest, that this has made some men, stop showing that soft side of them because of things like this. I'm sure this lady be the type that will say, oh, me, I like a guy that will take care of me. I was talking to one of my friends, and he always tell me this. He say some ladies are confused. They don't know what they want. This was a guy this my friend, I know him to be that perfect gentleman, right? It was a lady that shattered his heart, that he said they don't know what they want. You can see this one. This lady, $300 all the time from your boyfriend, and the guy is still calmly talking to her and all that. If you see a bad guy today, that the ones that the ladies will say men are scum, if you see them today, they were once a good guy.
With the $300 coming on my account, talk to me right now. And
I've been helping Dante while he locked up for me.
Dante?
Yes.
Your ex?
And my friend of 15 years.
What? Well, first of all, why is you sending your ex $300 of my money every week, Yolanda?
He don't have nobody to help him right
now. That's a grown man. What the hell you mean?
Okay, and I'm his friend. If he need my help, I'm going to be there for him.
What do you need help with $300 a week for, Yolanda?
To survive.
Survive what?
In prison.
What the? Wait, what?
Yeah,
Dante is locked up?
Yes, just temporarily.
And you sending a felon.
Don't do
$300 a week of my money?
Perfect, bro.
Ain't nobody perfect, and you so ain't good. Matter of fact, you ain't nothing at all to me no more. Why are you sending $300?
Recording this right now. Why are you making a big deal out of this? What's the point of this?
You're a scandalous woman. You're scandalous. That's right. And I'm putting you on live. Everybody fit to see this.
Well, all right. Since you want to make a show, whatever, bro. This is dumb.
No, I'm finna make a real show.
You have the money, Chris.
What money? The money I have is for us. For us. I thought you loved me. That's why I proposed to you. That's why you got that ring on your finger. In fact, I don't even see it on your finger. What you do with that? Huh?
You tripping.
Huh? You sending the money without the ring on your finger so you can feel single or feel like you ain't doing nothing wrong, Yolanda? Talk to me because I talk back.
No, because I'm not finna do this with you.
No, you finna do this. You finna do this. You wrong for what you've been doing.
You never here with me.
I'm always here to make this house.
For the time.
Yolanda, I got this house. It's your job to make it a home. The only thing I ask for you is loyalty and respect. You can't even honor that. You don't make a meal. You don't clean around. All you do is try to get yourself new clothes.
You knew that I didn't cook. You knew I didn't do none of that homemade.
You're doing TikTok all the time. Dance is why you can't know a meal.
Right now, though. So what's the problem with me helping a friend?
The problem is you could have came to me, first of all, for taking $300 a week out of my account to send to someone who's locked up. No one that's going to be out of jail to come here, love you, hold you, touch you. That's my job, woman.
What he finna do, honestly.
What you mean? What is... Yolanda, you said this man is locked up.
You might as well cut the camera off.
No, the camera's staying on.
I'm not going...
Listen, America, this is what it looks like with a young black male trying to do right. Statistics, and now whatever might happening with my life. It's all going bad right now. Do you see what this is?
He knew I wasn't
Save him.
none of that crazy stuff.
I was trying to be righteous. That's what I was trying to be. I was trying to be a man of God. But I see you at down my house.
Yeah.
Soso Berekon's got something to say here. He said somebody would dump somebody for cheating and still date somebody that was dumped for cheating. Fairly used relationships everywhere. I agree. A lot of fairly used relationships on everywhere. Oh God. Moving on to the next one. Here we have a Ukrainian politician who punched, a Russian representative for dragging his country's flag from him. You see, Russia and Ukraine, I don't know what is really going on. What is going to solve this fight? These people were brothers and sisters before. And you can imagine, there's war going on. You guys met somewhere in Turkey, at a conference in Turkey. You guys met there. After they go talk saying that Nigerians know they respect themselves. Even this, look at these ones. They went to another man's land and started disrespecting themselves. And there's a war going on in your own country.
So off the flag. They're gonna fight for this flag. Please. Yes.
Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like this video, subscribe. Until we see next time, peace.